evening, Ron. How are you this evening?
Hi, Timothy. Doing well. Thanks for calling in.
Please call me Tim. Timothy is something that only goes on official documents.
Okay, will do.
Hey, I'm listening to all this stuff, and I have to apologize for coming off a little bit hostile right off the bat. You know, I listen to the beef guys, the dairy guys, and the crop guys. Isn't anybody seeing the pattern here? What are you going to do for me? What are you going to do for me? Hey, we're all dying out here. I get it. I'm out here trying to raise a family, quit my second job so I could take over from my dad because he's 80 years old and he just can't handle it anymore. So I get it all. But, you know, the government can't even run itself. How are they going to give us stuff? I don't want a handout. I want the ability to earn what I can earn and do it in an honest fashion on my own. When you start talking about the concern that you have for all of us out here, and then you slap your vote down on cap and trade, which is going to bury American agriculture in the upper Midwest in extra electrical costs and that kind of stuff, the hypocrisy is killing me, and I just don't get it. Can you explain what that is? And
yeah,
if you're for healthcare reform, I mean, there's so many of them. Will you give up your government health care to go on the program that they're prescribing for every one of us?
Well, Taylor, it's great to hear from you. And listen, I think there's a lot of people who feel that way, and I think it's a legitimate concern. First of all, I'm not on the government health care, and there's this myth out there that somehow there's some golden plate federal health plan that members of Congress get for free and federal employees, but it's not. Basically, what the Federal Employee Health Benefits Plan is a national exchange, exactly what we're trying to create, with a menu of private plan options to choose from, depending on what benefit level you want and how much you want to pay for it, with variations in co-pays and premiums and deductibles. And some of those plans offered in the Federal Employee Health Plan are extremely expensive, and they don't provide a lot of good benefits. But there are a menu of choices to choose from. Something that's currently lacking in too many areas of the country when it comes to small group health plans. And that's what we're trying to do, is work with the power of the marketplace through increased competition to give people more choices and more options, and then couple that with some tax credits to make it more affordable for those in small businesses or family farms who can't afford it on their own. And I think that's going to be important. But what you just described is what I've been trying to accomplish with these past farm bills, is try to get away from these huge taxpayer subsidies going to large agribusiness, and instead try to empower more family farmers so they have more control over their own destiny by using risk management tools, by using market forces and that, without the distortion of market prices that I feel comes from a lot of these agriculture subsidy programs. And I think that's the direction that we can be moving in. But in regards to new energy policy, I think we're long overdue for a new energy policy, regardless of whether you believe in global warming or not. I think that's beside the point. The fact that we're so dependent on outside energy sources from countries who aren't friendly to us is a national security risk that I'm not willing to take anymore. And we could be doing a lot working with production agriculture, given the important role that they can have in addressing our energy needs through biofuels and sustainable agriculture practices, that there could be a lot of upside to doing this the right way. And we've got the premier research institution in the entire world at UW-Madison working on biofuels, biomass research projects right now, which would be a huge benefit and a job creator for us in Wisconsin and throughout the upper Midwest. So I think there's a tremendous opportunity of investing more in clean technology, clean energy sources, enhanced efficiency, digesters to biofuel production, that we'd be foolish not to explore and take advantage of because of the economic benefits and job creation it will bring to us in the upper Midwest. So even outside the context of global warming and that whole discussion, I think is really beside the point. There's so much potential in regards to this type of new investment in the future of our country. But I think it makes sense economically. It makes sense with sound conservation practices. It makes sense for national security considerations that we've got to do it, or we're going to be held hostage again once we see an economic recovery and the demand for energy goes up, as we know it will.